There are multiple reports that Pi coin is going to be listed on Binance in about a few days. Here on CryptoRank.io, Pi Network Pi to debut on Binance next month. And here is the latest rumor. Not only that, we have Cryptonomist says Pi Network and Binance, what is really happening, all the data on record movement and market expectation. Pi Network rumors hint at August 15 Binance listing as price dips 85% further to 0.44 from $3. Now, before I go into details, I received these from dnobu1136. It says Pi had never reached $2 before. It starts deepening from $1.08. Apparently, I reacted to this because it looks like you are new on the board. Pi had gone past $2 before, and I believe it was just the last rush you got. And as you can see on this chart, this is a 1-year chart from CoinMarketCap. You can see all of the prices, and if I go through to the top of here, you can see $2.79 was what the price was as at February 27th. You see that? And now it had gone down by a whooping 73% to 0.44. But that's just because this is a 1-year chart. If I go to the past 1 day, you will see the impact of the news coming out that Binance is going to list Pi. You can see it's already driving forward. I've said this numerous times that if a coin needs to get to the peak of what it's meant to be, then there must be a rumor or probably some news around it so that people can galvanize into it. The more people buy a coin, the more there will be value and the more the price will go up. But if there is no news and nothing buzzing about a coin, then the price is going to continue to dampen. Just in about a day that this news broke, you can see just here, the market cap had gone up by 1%, 3.45 billion. And then the 24 hours market volume had risen by over 217%, meaning times 3 people are starting to buy again because they know once Binance lists Pi, the price will go up 100%. And why will that be? Look at this. Straight up to Google, benefit of a coin listed on Binance. I wanted you to see this so it won't look as if I'm the one that is saying it. Increased liquidity and trading volume, which is what is happening now. A lot of people will come to it because it's going on the mainstream. And the way you notice this is if you are a movie producer or a music producer and they are playing your song or your movie on, let's say, television of Osun State or Lagos State television, or if you are being played on Africa Magic or Sun City, you can see the difference. The views, the reach, everything is different. That's how it is when Pi was listed on BitGet and it wasn't on Binance or any other top-rated crypto exchanges. And you can see here it says, if any coin is listed on Binance, it has greater exposure and credibility. A lot of people will not trade on Pi, even if it's the best coin on earth, provided it's not on places like Binance. So that credibility is one thing that comes to it. Access to global user base. Binance is huge, is the best in the world. We cannot cut that chase. Even if Pi had been struggling with themselves alone, they've done a good job. But now it is time to be listed on the top exchange, which is what we are looking forward to coming up in about a few days. Exchange prices, discoverability and stability, staking, farming and other Binance features, stronger community growth, although Pi has a very strong community. But of course, adding more to it is not bad. Arsenal fan has a lot of followers, but then having more does not hurt Arsenal Football Club. The same way Pi will also welcome as many millions as possible, provided they come in with cash and to pull the value of Pi forward. I hope this is clear. So there's no two-way to it. Listing on Binance would be a game changer. But then what is the news all about? CryptoRank is saying, is this time for real? We've been having these rumors, not even rumor really. Most of us have been calling out for Pi. Please list on this Binance so that we can have a very good day at the market. And now it's about to happen. Pi native token is tradable on several well-known cryptocurrency exchanges, including BitGet, Gate.io, and OKS. However, the giants Binance and Coinbase continue to stand aside. And of course, standing aside is a major issue to top players in this industry. And if you don't know, because some of us think we are also top players, I invested $1,200 on Pi, which is like 0.0000, of whatever the figures are. Some people are ready to play by offering $2 million even to buy the same Pi. But those guys are not on BitGet. They are where? They're on Coinbase, they are on Binance. Now you get the message. So let them list there so that the prices, the volume of trading will go up. And then those of us that had invested little money here, we can profit. Look at this here. Pi Network returns to the center of crypto news after the movement of over 20 million tokens. You see what I'm saying? 20 million tokens. These 20 million tokens is going to be about $8 million. You see that? And this was moved from the official address of Pi Foundation, a fact that in recent days is fueling questions about the possible listings on Binance. The attention of investors and analysts is growing, while the community wonders how the price of Pi Network will evolve and what trading strategies to adopt in context of uncertainty. But what are the official pieces of information? Which aspects really need to be monitored? And according to various analysts in the crypto world, it's stated that an official listing announcement could have significant effect on the value of Pi, with some people speculating growth between 100% to 300%. One of the reasons why this will happen is once they are listed, a lot of people are going to purchase. Let me show you that so you see what I'm saying. This happened before, so I think I've seen this play out real time. The time Pi moved from 0.4 something to 1.8 in about a day or two was when there was a rumor, I think about May 15th, about something huge coming. Although we thought it was going to be Binance listing, but unfortunately, it now became investment of Pi core team into startups in the startup app of Pi. So it didn't really do as much as we expected. But you see this one, it's not an advert from Pi. They are not saying something huge is coming, but we could see the flow of Pi moving, over 20 million of it. So everybody is suggesting. In this world, speculation is what can make you money. Now that you are seeing this video, if you see this before the next 2 weeks, when we are presuming it will come up, if it now comes up, of course you can make ×3 of your money. You know, that's what it means. If it goes 300% volume high, and that was exactly what happened May 15, when it went about 200% high in 2 days. So you can see the volume. If you buy low, you sell high, you rake in your profit and you go back home. And the meaning of that is the volume here, which is the 24 hours volume. You can see here, just by this news alone, this rumor, it had gone 218% up, and it's still climbing because people will continue to buy. So if you really want, and the more they keep buying, these prices will go up. You can see it's 0.4450. It's going up and up. Before you know it, it might actually get to $2 again. And then if invariably Binance now lists Pi, guess what happens? Boom, it's going to $5. And of course, if you had bought at 0 point something, that's when you can make profit. Risk is allowed. Of course, I'm not saying you use all your school fees and rent and, to do this, but if you are school money to be made on crypto and you are not preparing or gauging yourself to reap from these things, then why are you on crypto, ladies and gentlemen? Why are you on crypto? So this is one avenue I think you can look into. You can see here data on specific token movements, such as 4.6 million deposited and 2.7 million withdrawn from exchanges in recent 24 hours. Many observers interpret this data as possible preparations for a new phase of listing, although such operations do not in themselves constitute decisive proof of entry on Binance. Without precise communication, the level of uncertainty of investors remain high. This is where the risk factor of things, play a big role. If invariably it's not Binance listing, of course, you don't lose anything because you already bought low and it's not going to go lower. That's the simple truth. Even if you sell it back, you get your exact money or chicken money, chicken change on it. Of course, you have not lost, but it's a risk that is worth it if indeed you really want to make money on crypto. Pi Network is traded on platforms like OKX, MEX, and Gate.io. And these are all the official pages. I bought mine from BitGet actually. These markets offering trading volumes with high recent estimates indicating an average daily volume of about 40 to 120 million. Now we are 90 something million, which had gone up. But as you know, in markets like these, not like they will come and tell you in clean times that, it's going to be listed so date. If that happens, then everybody will jar in and, prepare for it. But the more you just wake up one day and they say it is like this, then the ones that are really prepared for it are the ones that will chop up. Those that are not, They will also chop up later, but not as much as those that are really prepared for it. So either Pi is listed on Binance or not, I almost can guarantee to you that the price will not go worse than what it is. You know, they've been on 0.44 for a while, and then it will rally up, it will come down, it will rally up. The strength of Pi market itself can hold on at 0.44 and then can only rebound up. Even if it's not going to be extremely high, at least $1 is in view for the next 1 month, which is as we move into the next month. My advice is always simple. Trade with monies that are not really important to you at the moment. If you take your house rent, problem. If you take your school fees, problem. But if you have extra money, instead of just leaving it in the bank doing nothing, of course, you can buy all this coin. If it goes up, you massively gain. And if it doesn't go anywhere, you can exchange your thing back and then you go back home. I hope this is clear. Until next video, I'll see you in the next video.